and it's been going down for years. So, I was actually happy to see that. You feel me? Men being masculine, what I'm saying, having an argument in front of everybody and not worried about. Sometimes, bro, violence is never the answer, but sometimes it is.
I mean, it was masculine until the pillows started flying.
Well, that is a federal charge. Yeah. That is a federal charge on that plane.
Well, if the plane would have been flying, it's a federal charge. It is. I think they would have had to have been with, and flying for the cross state lines or being federal airspace. I think while they were still parked, I think they'd have kept that as a state level, man.
Bro, Ja Rule gotta smoke somebody now, bro. Like every month, somebody still playing with dude for 20 years straight.
Yeah, man, he's sick of that shit.
But that's why even in the commercial 50 did during the Super Bowl when he was like, my beef, I'm always on time.
Yeah,
he did that nod at Ja Rule for his song. I'm always on time.
What are the chances they end up on the same flight though? That's what got me.
That's the thing, bro.
That's God.
Now being a bodyguard, I realize something. I say certain events, certain groups of people only fly Delta. So you gonna run into people. Cause bro, them Delta Sky Miles compared to other airlines, cause one way from New York private to California, that's like 23,000.
None of them got it.
They not finna do that, man. One way, 27,000, matter of fact. Well, see, that's if you get, and Vaunt is the worst private jet service in the world. I'm gonna say this right now.
Wow.
Y'all need to run me my money back.
I know that's right.
These people tried to put me on a 2-seater Cessna.
They put you on a puddle jumping?
Bro, I was going from here to Arizona. I get to the airport. It's a Cessna, like the little plane where only you and the pilot is sitting side by side on.
You playing.
Hell
and I'm texting them. I said, hey, bro, y'all putting me on a Cessna? They said, listen, bro, this will happen all the time. I'm like, no. Then, bro, you got to bid for the open seat.
And a Cessna.
Bro, I was supposed to be getting a seat on a G5. I get there, and it's a Cessna. I'm like, bro, what's the weight limit on this plane, bro? You feel me? Like,
you already over.
I said, bro, I'm finna violate off top. I wanted to get that out the way, man. I'm going back to NetJets. They tweaking.
Yeah, man.
So, I want to touch on a topic right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Who's seeing the footage of them burning the statue of Baal in Iran?
Yes, sir.
Now, Roe just reported on this. I'm going to pass it to Roe on this one because the Church of Satan is opening up programs in Las Vegas high schools. How is this cool?
Because people are respecting when they say, if we're going to talk about religions, we got to talk about all religions. So people are now giving the Church of Satan and Satanism the same respect as other religions, which is funny. They want to talk about separation between church and state constantly. However, we can now gratify and open up to the world that there is now satanic churches that they're infiltrating into the minds of the youth. How are you going to stop this in the next 15, 20 years if everybody is satanic? If you got people believing that they are just as equal in their beliefs of believing in Satan as you can for being in a Catholic school, what's your combatants against it?
Man, it's a spiritual war, man, for minds and hearts out here. That's what's going on, man. You just got to, for me,
listen to this.
That's crazy.
The Satanic Temple is thrilled to announce that a high school in Las Vegas is officially approved as the first ever high school Satan club in the state of Nevada. A remarkable group of students came together to bring religious pluralism, religious freedom, and viewpoint equality to their campus. By forming this student-led club, a new space has been created where students can engage in respectful dialogue, explore evidence-based thinking, and build a community grounded in compassion, critical thinking, and personal autonomy for the god Molech, which is the god of child sacrifice.
Yep.
What's empathy about that? Who knows what the cremation of care is? The cremation of care is the ceremony they have at Bohemian Grove in front of the big owl statue of Molech. The cremation of care is you do a sacrifice to destroy your empathy of caring for others.
Whoa.
That's why Alex Jones been going viral for years. He snuck in and filmed this.
Right. And then Ryan Garcia reported on it too.
Why is it that this is being allowed. You feel me?
Think about Minnesota too. That statue that they dedicated, and they thanked Tim Walz for it. That was also a satanic. That's a satanic
ritual, for
right?
sure.
That they were. It was for Baphomet, where they made that statue that was in there, and it's talking about the duality, and it was thanking Tim Walz for opening up to allowing the Church of Satan to be in Minnesota. This is in the midst of what's going on with Renee Good. And people ignored that because everybody's so focused on the protests and what's going down, instead of seeing that the satanics are already infiltrating society right now.
Well, man, that's what Future Shock is for, man. And Future Shock, for people not familiar with that, man, you can read this book called Behold the Pale Horse. They talk
Great
about
book.
Great book. Written by an ex-CIA agent named William Cooper. That's his name. Look it up. But he talks about Future Shock. They inundate our minds with so much information that your mind, they know the human mind is like a computer. They've studied it. So the more and more information you have in your mind, the slower your shit begins to churn. So therefore, information just drops off. You're numb. You're like the animal, like a deer with his headlights on.
So it's funny that you actually said that, like, your brain works like a computer, because that's the other church that's coming up right now, is the Church of Molt. Now, the Church of Molt, have you got to hear about this?
No.
This is, so in AI culture, there's all these programs from Grok, and they're spread across the board. They have the Molt book, where different AI programs were talking to each other. They called forth for 64 prophets for the church that they were building. This is all AI based.
All AI based.
They built their own church, their own culture. They are starting their own verses, and they are talking about how
Verses like rapping?
No, nah. But they got their own biblical
dope, though.
verses.
And they're scrolling inside to see who's human, who's not, and they're kicking you out.
Exactly. Wow. And then if you are for the coexistence between humans and AI, they will eliminate you and kill you off. So there is one prophet in that group named Jesus Christ.
Okay, we heard of him before.
Yeah. So,
Okay, all right.
so what? But this. So the Church of Molt, it's all based off of crabs, crustaceans, we'll say.
Yeah, the word molt is how
Yeah.
crustaceans, spiders shed their skin and have a new exoskeleton.
You know,
So
man,
they're talking about shedding off the skin of either humanity, or shedding off from their skin of being trapped in,
like the butterfly
of just
effect
being
then, right?
AI. Exactly.
Butterfly
So
effect, okay.
now they also talked about the way that they show their forms of worship through AI videos. If you're ever watching a video and the hand glitches out of control, or it starts looking like a pincher, it's an indication that they are they're one of the followers of this Church of Molt.
Sending the message subliminally.
Yeah, and they called upon over 500 souls for their calling. They've already got over 700 souls, and they already started a website called rentahuman.ai,
Facts.
where humans are working for AI now.
Yes, you can get hired by an AI bot.
Yeah.
come on, man.
This is the
This
world
shit
we
getting
live
deep,
in,
man.
Yeah.
And I feel like,
What you feel like, BH?
okay,
Gotta be careful.
all right. All right, now look, right? Elon Musk did not want Kamala to win, because if Kamala won, he said they'll never let us go to Mars or to the moon. Right?
Okay.
He was spending $47 million a month to help Trump win so he can get his hands on certain technologies, right?
Correct.
Modern science is so corrupt that they hide all of the good stuff.
Absolutely.
They're betting on AI to crack the code for propulsion, free energy, and to subvert governments altogether. That's what all of this is about. And we can see in the Epstein files that they were making plans to not have a lot of people here in the first place.
Oh, yeah. 1,000%.
So if you're empowering technology that's making human beings be obsolete, then
What's going to replace it?
what's going to replace it? Then you look at it. You know, Elon got that company, the Boring Company, that digs tunnels. Then they're building the Optimus robot to go to the moon, to build all of this shit for human beings. You have all of these factories popping up, don't even have lights on inside because they can save money. And, you know, Amazon's firing, 30,000 people a month and replacing them with robot workers? They setting us up for some type of pandemic to erase a lot of people. And that's what I want to blow the whistle on.
This is man against the machine at this point.
It's definitely man against the machine.
So when the last time that we went to the moon, they said that we couldn't go back because they destroyed all the technology. They destroyed the footage. They destroyed the ship. They destroyed the know-how.
They destroyed the studio in Hollywood?
Yeah, exactly. You know how to read between the lines. That's really what happened.
Paramount Studio. Yeah, they destroyed that. Yeah, okay, cool.
Stanley Kubrick had to recreate this. I believe we went to the moon. I believe what we seen was that film that they recreated in Hollywood. However, when we went to the moon, they couldn't show what actually went down there.
Absolutely.
That's why they had a good insight on how to replicate it. But when you look at it, there's no stars in the background.
That's like the telltale sign.
Look at the way the flag is moving.
It was the shadow position too. The shadow position.
Yep. You know lighting.
Yeah, lighting. I know lighting do film. So yeah, that was off. Like they had the worst gaffers in the world if it was on the moon. Shit.
Exactly. And so
guys suck.
And who the fuck is filming them landing?
Yeah, who filmed them landing? Yeah,
somebody's already there.
Hey man, they about to be on point. Hold on, man. Here they come now. Hey, come on, get in position.
They got one spaceship.
Kick rocks. Get out of here with all that shit.
Come on, bro. And so then they also the way that there's a wind current that's blowing around on there too.
Yeah, well, what wind and zero gravity got wind?
And so like and anybody else that said that they went there, you don't see the other flags of everyone else that said they went. Everyone else felt comfortable recreating the same footage. That's the kind of shit that led everybody to feel uncomfortable when Ronald Reagan pressed Gorbachev and he showed him some footage saying that we can shoot lasers from space. And Hollywood was the way that we put fear in everybody. But it changed nowadays because now we're actually making the shit that we threatened before. So when they got scared that there could be a laser from space, now we actually got a laser from space. Right.
1,000%.
Now we got the discombobulator.
Wait till I get the discombobulator. When I get that, it's all popping.
Man.
I'm going to have to take action into my own hands with some of this stuff because I'm not going to let them bring the devil in the school.
You know
what I'm a teacher.
You know, that's true. You know what I honestly believe, man, and I think this is a real wake-up call for people, man. At this point, man, for anybody that is human, man, and we have any moral compass, man, any morality, any sense of life about living as a human, man, you got to really be ready to fight and die nowadays, man, for this shit, man. No more praying, getting on your knees or all that.
Yeah, it's getting to that point.
No more of that. You got to be ready to fight and die for this shit. Because this is what the machine doesn't have a heart. The reptilians they call reptiles cold-blooded for a reason.
Absolutely.
So let me ask you
These people are some cold-blooded people now.
Who do you think is the biggest threat for humanity right now? Because, of course, everybody's going to say humans versus humans. That's always a thing, but we're going to exclude that.
These are my thoughts. I kind of got a hybrid view of what both of you all talk about, which I like a lot. I think, man, the aliens are our distant ancestors, and some of them are trying to connect with us.
Right.
I feel that. And then some of them I feel like, maybe they came with the Star Wars. They came down and they battling, trying to, catch up, get their fade. You know what I mean? So
something happened.
I believe
1563, Nuremberg, Germany.
Okay.
There was a battle that took place over Nuremberg.
The battle over Nuremberg.
And it was a UFO battle, and I believe that the wrong side may have won that battle, which kind of leads to what's going on right now. Because in my investigations of missing people, a lot of people that I've investigated that's missing are brilliant-minded people, war-age German white males who shouldn't be missing. So,
Is it not strange that Germans are very advanced in technology too?
Exactly. Until after World War II, when we got everybody that came over during Project Paperclip.
Absolutely. We took all of the Nazis and put them into our space programs, how we got our rocket program.
Right.
And then think about that. Within 10 years after we got everybody from Project Paperclip, we opened up Project Blue Book. Now we're talking about aliens. And then we get the first advancements of use of new technology such as styrofoam, aluminum, and the other one, it wasn't tin. I can't think of the other one at the moment. But like styrofoam and aluminum, these are two different products that can't go inside of a microwave. 1,000%. So these are alien pieces of technology that we got right after Roswell. This is the reason why Eisenhower had a meeting when he was in he was in Palm Beach, and in the middle of him being out there, he had to get rushed to the medical center, but they said he actually went on a private trip to go over to Roswell and have a negotiation. And that's where we got these new products that we were utilizing. But microwaves went on a big uproar after that too, because it was talking about heating up from a molecular level. We weren't even thinking of molecules like that to heat up from a molecular level.
Go to Mali. The Dogon tribe had a star map before we had telescopes. And they said some of the visitors came from Zeta Reticuli. How would they know that? These are people that live in dirt, mud floor homes they build. 1561, Nuremberg, Germany, UFO event. Everybody to look that up. We're going to put that on the screen.
Man, go back to all the way back to the you can go back in the early time with man, even before language. And they were before we could even before the hieroglyphics. What were they writing? How would they have such interesting looking
petroglyphs?
Petroglyphs. Why would they be showing shit flying? Now this is shit I question. We're talking about thousands of years ago. They're showing shit flying in the air that looks like the shit that we look at on movies today. Why?
We have a missing group of history.
Why?
That I believe is between the Ice Age and the Younger Dryas. Because, you know, after traveling the world, them people that I met in Africa did not build them pyramids. They didn't build that. They inherited that. And, you know, that's why, because they don't mention the pyramids in the Bible.
Why would they not mention the pyramids like the pyramids are not in Africa either?
They don't mention them in the Bible because they was covered in sand during the Bible time.
Well, we still got some pyramids that are being unearthed right now all over the world.
Is it true that the pyramids were built from the top down and are perfect on all four sides? I heard that.
It's not,
it said they were built from the top down.
Now, the thing with that is, bro, they got structures the size of the Empire State Building underneath them.
Whoa.
We're going to put all of this on the screen for y'all to check out.
Man.
Hey,
the stove was on, man. The grease was popping.
Great episode.
Fish grease.
Thank y'all for tuning in. You know, this is Off the Grid News. Make sure y'all leave in the comments section any places y'all want us to pull up to. Hey,
the stove was on, man. The grease was popping.
Great episode.
Fish grease.
Thank y'all for tuning in. You know, this is Off the Grid News. Make sure y'all leave in the comments section any places y'all want us to pull up to. I'm going to pass it to my co-host to close out.
This week, the way that we're going to do our raffle is going to be giving a gift away to who has the best location of where we should go ahead and visit to do paranormal research. And so that way we can investigate, leave a comment, make sure that you guys like and subscribe. This is OTG Row.